All right. This is Lifestyles with Eric. We're inviting Mr. George in tonight. So it's Lifestyles with Eric, and everybody's opinion counts with Mr. George. And Mr. George, where'd you go? Waiting on Mr. George to come back. Hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber of Lifestyles with Eric. Happy Sunday. We're going to get George back in here in a second. There's Mr. George.
Hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber of Lifestyles with Eric. Happy Sunday. We're going to get George back in here in a second.
Can you hear me?
Mr. George.
Yep, you got to turn the volume down.
Lifestyles with Eric. Happy Sunday.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, because it's echoing. All right. This is Lifestyles with Eric. This is Lifestyles with Eric. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy blessed Sunday. Um, let's keep it positive tonight. Miss Delana, what's going on? Happy Sunday. Welcome to Lifestyles. Miss Diana Prince, thank you for your comment. Welcome to Lifestyles. I appreciate that. We're going to read that here in a second. We're going to see who comes in to Lifestyles with Eric tonight. Hold that comment. Hold that comment, Miss Diana. Please hold that comment. Please hold it. What's going on, Miss Melanie? What's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Happy Sunday. I thought this would be a pretty interesting topic tonight to see what women thought about this, and we're going to get your opinion on it and see see how it goes.
I had to put on some clothes.
What's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Miss Donna Lindsay, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in tonight.
I had to put some clothes on.
Okay, well, we don't want the naked George on here. We don't want to get flagged and kicked off of YouTube. We haven't even made it yet. So welcome to Lifestyles, Mr. George. Thanks for coming in tonight. We appreciate you giving us a little bit of your time.
I had to put my IU gear on.
All right, go Hoosiers, go Hoosiers. Just be you. Welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Happy Sunday. Let's see who comes in the chat tonight before we get to chit-chatting and talking. Welcome to Lifestyles, everybody. If you're a first-time person coming in, I appreciate you coming in tonight. Welcome to Lifestyles. Hey, Miss Glenda Woods. Welcome to Lifestyles. Happy Sunday. It's Mr. George and Mr. Lifestyles with Eric on Sunday evening. We've been kind of doing this regularly here lately. I've been appreciating Mr. George's opinion on a lot of different things. We definitely have a difference of opinion on things, and then sometimes we definitely have the same opinion on some things. Miss Martrina, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you coming in tonight, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna grab some of this tequila real quick.
Tequila. Somebody doesn't have to get up and go to work in the morning. Wow, I wish I could be drinking tequila tonight.
Hey, this is stuff they don't have in the States.
Well, you know what? When you know people like you never know what you might be able to get imported to your home.
Yeah, my buddy Damon brought this back in Cancun.
Okay.
I have no idea how to.
Damon needs to be on YouTube. Damon needs to be looking at being a subscriber to YouTube to being on Lifestyles with Eric. All right. Okay, then. All right. Salute to Mr. Damon. All right, then. He got the exclusive.
I don't know how you pronounce it.
Miss Geneva, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in, sweetheart. Thank you.
It's a little top right here on top right there.
Yeah, that's the liquor, right?
No, that's the last shot.
Okay.
Yeah, he said once it's all gone, they give you like one last double shot in there.
And does that have a worm in it?
Nah, it don't have no worm in it. It's clear, but it's smooth. I mean, real smooth.
The worm is good though, they say.
Not the man. He said down there in Mexico, they be talking bad about the stuff we got up here.
Really?
Yeah, they said that Patron and all that, Jose Cuervo and all that stuff. They like, that's garbage.
Welcome to Lifestyles. Miss Gwendolyn, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Good evening. Happy Sunday. It's good to see all my lovely friends coming in on a Sunday evening. You could be anywhere else, but you came to see me, and I appreciate you. So I'll definitely try to make it as entertaining as possible. So sit back and enjoy the ride. We got Mr. Tequila George in. We got Lifestyles with Eric in, and we're ready to get going. So, I was thinking about this topic because, we've kind of touched on this before, but, as I ride down the street in my 1999 Chevy Chevy Venture van sometimes, uh, and I look over at a lady. It doesn't matter if she's attractive or unattractive. She looks at me like a piece of shit, George. So I'm wondering, why does she look at me like a piece of shit? Um, is it because my car is not so unattractive, or so unattractive, or is it because I'm not attractive? I'm thinking it's the vehicle, because I've done a test. When I'm in the Lifestyles Corvette, I get a lot of thumbs up. It could be young, old, it doesn't matter, middle aged. Everybody will wave at me, wink at me. Maybe hand me a phone number. You never know. But I never get a woman looking at me like a piece of shit in the Lifestyles Corvette. I'm wondering, is it the car or is it me? Is it is it is
It's
it
the
because
car.
I'm in a nice car at that particular time and I'm getting all that attention, or is it because I'm an ugly guy and I'm in that Corvette and they just tend to, which one is it? I mean, I can't figure it out, man. I'm trying to figure out, is it the vehicle or what?
It's the car.
Wow.
It's the car.
I mean, I didn't. I mean, it's just a vehicle, though. I mean, why
Nah.
does it have to be? Remember, we've touched on this before. You could have a great job. You just getting off work. You don't need to drive your Corvette or your muscle car or whatever nice car you have. You don't need to drive that back and forth to work every day. So if you're on your way home from work and you just happen to look at a nice woman next to you, you can't wink your eye because you're driving your second car, spare car, and she thinks this guy doesn't have his things together. So he's in a car that's what did I say? Undesirable or unattractive.
A bucket.
Well, my van runs excellent. It doesn't smoke. It doesn't make any noise, but it's not a brand new van.
But
So
see,
maybe they think I'm just some minivan man, walking around asking for phone numbers or something. I don't know.
nah, a minivan indicates that you might have a full whole family at home. That you got a wife and kids, and you driving around in the minivan, take the kids to soccer practice or baseball, or little league football, or something like that.
Okay,
So
let me go back to Diana. Let me go, because I told her I was going to read her comment. Let me go back to Diana's comment when we first came on. If I can, this slow computer here. Okay, Miss Diana said, I feel that a woman should not judge a man by his car, but by his goals in life. Maybe a fancy car is not of present importance until he gets to his goal. Okay.
is that gold or goals?
Goal.
Okay. Not
Yeah.
the stuff that's shiny, but gold.
No, goal.
A cheap
GOAL, goal.
gold. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But does the gold matter too? Ask Diana, does the gold matter too?
Diana, does the gold matter too? Don't get off the subject. Don't veer off. Diana was being sincere in what she was saying, and you got to respect that.
Well, did
She
she
said,
respect the gold?
well, she said that the fancy car can come later. Importance until it gets to till he gets to his goal.
But you gotta have gold to get to the fancy car.
Gold or gold?
Gold. GOLD.
Okay.
You got to get the gold. All the American dollars backed by gold, allegedly.
And Diana said no gold. Just be
Okay,
you said it's them.
until he's broke.
I mean,
She'll tell you, take your little rusty bucket car on down the street.
you got some genuine women out here that'll like you for you. But again, it's hard to be riding down the street and seeing an attractive woman in a BMW, Audi, whatever, something nice. I I'm saying I go through this every day if I'm in my minivan. You look at them and they look. It's like you It's rare that you get a. It's rare that you get a wave, or you might get a wave, but they looking at you like, boy, if you don't leave me alone, you little broke ass.
Now wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have. Remember, do you remember the white Buick I had? The white Park Avenue I used to have.
Somebody said you're drinking too much tequila, George.
Hey, tequila's good for the blood system, from what I heard. Just a little shot every night. That's all. That's all you need.
Just be you said plenty of people with cars they can't afford. That's true.
Hey, with fake bank account receipts.
Oh man.
Perpetrating.
Oh my God.
Who was that? What movie was that on, man? When they had the fake bank account receipts? Was that was that the one with Tommy Davidson and Halle Berry and
Boy, you taking me back now, man.
man, what
Hey,
was movie?
you know what? We got to start doing movie reviews, man. I thought about that. One day a
Yeah,
week, we need to start doing a movie review, like
yeah,
Cisco
especially
and Ebert. Like Cisco and
yeah,
Ebert. We'd be Lifestyles and George.
yeah, like talk about like that movie we just saw with the Attica.
Attica.
That was
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
one. Yeah.
I don't want to veer
Oh,
off the subject. I don't want to veer
yeah,
off the subject, but
yeah,
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 yeah, but yeah.
yeah.
We'll have to start doing little movie reviews occasionally.
Now
I
I
thought
did
about that.
when I was driving that Park Avenue back. This was back in the early '90s. There was two chicks on a motorcycle they was both riding motorcycles. And they pulled up beside me. And they was smiling and kind of gave me like, hey, how you doing? But my Park Avenue wasn't in the perfect shape. It needed some some rims on it and a little work on the interior and everything. But it wasn't a hoopty, but it was like, dude, you need to get that car together. So
Uh,
I guess you can every now and then somebody might look at you and be like, okay, yeah, he's a nice looking dude. I get, what's up, because we do it all the time with women. You see them driving a little crazy looking car, and you still be like, oh
but
man,
we don't look at women like that. You know damn well if we pull up on a pretty woman, fine woman in a not so desirable vehicle, unattractive vehicle and a pretty woman, we're still going to try to holler at them because men save women sometimes. Men put women where they need to be sometimes. A lot of times, I'm not saying women don't put men where they need to be sometimes and get them on their feet, but nowadays things have changed and things are shifting, and it's all about visuals. If you could be getting ready to lose your car, yeah, of course you might not be able to afford it, but if it looks good and it glitters like gold, it's gold, right? So if a woman sees you in a nice vehicle, they're not going to think nothing but you're in a nice vehicle. They're not going to be worrying about if you got a car payment due next week. They're worrying about this guy's a nice. You may be a nice looking guy, you may be not so a not so looking guy in a nice vehicle, but you're still going to get some attention one way or the other. Now, they may and they'll probably talk to you and give you some attention. Now, after that, it kind of you don't know where it's going, but it just unfortunately things are just the way that they're just like that now. People are watching so many rap videos and song and things like that, and thinking it's a false love and hip hop and shit like that. And they see these people in these Rolls Royces and Bentleys and shit. And now these people are renting these fucking cars. They don't have any fucking money. They're only making just a little bit of change a week on these episodes, and they're acting like they're balling, and they're not really fucking balling. They're not really balling.
no, they're not. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. A lot of these people are renting out these cars and these houses for these videos and everything. They don't even own them. And then people out here in the streets like, oh yeah, I want to be like so and so and so. I want to get the nice Lamborghini and everything. And yeah, really, okay. How many of those guys in the music business are really have those type of vehicles, especially the newcomers? Unless you was already balling and you was out there in the streets hustling and grinding, and you decide you want to go in the studio and make it happen. Okay, I could possibly see that, but the average dude is coming up trying to get into the business, the music industry. Um, those probably not going to be their real cars. They might be somebody's cars, or it might be a new car that's coming out that the car manufacturer wants to promote, and they feel like this is a new artist. They're kind of hot, so let's put their car on the video, and it's like free advertisement for them, you know, promotional for that car. And next thing you know, everybody wants their car.
Everybody ain't doing as good as they. It's just my thing is just stop judging the book by its cover. Stop thinking just because somebody's not in, again, a car that you would think that's gonna catch your eye means that guy is not doing what he's supposed to be doing. That's my thing. That's my take on the whole thing. I mean, men, uh, we're the aggressors. We're the ones that say something to the women most of the time. We look over, we wave at the woman. We're, maybe flirting with a woman or whatever. That you look at a man and he's a hardworking man. You don't know if he's hardworking or he is hardworking, but again, he's in his work pickup truck. He's in his work van. He's whatever. He's not supposed to drive his brand new Cadillac or his brand new Corvette to work back every day. Unless he's an executive or something, maybe possibly. But I mean, people we're really turning, everybody's doing it. We're all turning into shallow people, men and women, when it comes to certain things,
Let me ask you, don't you think that varies on what city you live in too?
When I lived in California, it didn't, they didn't, it's either they like you or they don't. I think I've said that before. They didn't really care so much about what kind of car you drove. I didn't, and I had a Jaguar, but they didn't really care. That really wasn't a big deal. Really wasn't a big deal.
Well, I guess what I'm getting at, okay, say for you live in a city like Indianapolis, where we're at, and you drive let's say a Mercedes Benz to work, for example. Let's say you drive a Benz, you keep it clean, it's shiny, you don't have no rust on it, and you're a brother and you drive it to work. I think that atmosphere is going to be different at your job based upon, because sometimes there's a certain group of people that'll look at you and be like, well, how can you afford that car? Not to get off topic about where you was on, but if you live in a city like LA or Atlanta and you drive that same Mercedes, nobody's probably going to think two other words about it.
I've had that problem I've had that problem probably 3 to 4 times. And it started bothering me after a while because it's only a vehicle to me. And for someone to ask me what I did prior to what I was doing at the new job bothers me, because you're asking me this. Why? Because I drive I guess, nice car to you, a nice car, decent car, or whatever. And you're wondering what type of work I used to do. Like, what? So what do you think I was going to say? Sell drugs? I mean, or, I just heard some weird things, it's just material and items. I like nice cars. I'm not going to keep anybody from making me think that I shouldn't have a nice car or I shouldn't drive it to work, because for a while I didn't drive my nice car to work sometimes because I felt like they would judge me or something, or somebody would say something. And, I'm getting too old to not, I'm getting to the point where it's like, I'm just going to say what's on my mind. And if somebody says something out of line about my nice vehicle, that's not a big deal to me, but it's mine, I'm going to put them in their place in a professional manner if it's in a professional setting. If not, then I'll check them in another way.
Yeah, I remember.
It's just crazy, man. That car shit's crazy.
I remember when I was driving my black Nissan, and one of my supervisors came to me when I was, and they asked me, said, hey, George, man, I got to ask you a question. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but the big boss that was running the facility, he's like, he wanted to know, how could you afford that car? And I said, what are you talking about? He said, well, he wants to know if you were dating a white woman. And I looked at him, I said, nah, man, I had that car before I came here. What are you talking about, man? I said, he's like, oh, man.
But that's so racist to even say.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother topic. So you can't afford a Nissan because it might be a white girl's.
Yeah, that's what he was thinking. He said, "Man, it's a nice car, man," but he said it's not me, but it's the boss, and he wants to know if you're dating a white girl, if that's her car. I said, "No, that's my car. The registration's in my name. What are you talking about?" He said, "Oh, no, I don't mean any harm." That's why I say when you go back in certain cities, like when you were saying you live when you was in Cali, nobody gave two thoughts about you driving a Jaguar to work and the
Because
ladies
it's so
did.
many that it's so many
Yeah.
Jaguars and Lamborghinis, and that shit's not a big deal to nobody.
Yeah, and here in this city, it's a little bit different twist. When you drive to work and you drive a nice car, your people might be thinking, "Oh, we paying you too much." Oh, well,
Right.
how's he getting that
And that's
money?
so and that's so crazy because I kind of think that might have interfered with my raise.
Yeah, yeah, it can because they think that they're
I
paying you too
honestly
much.
do. I'm driving the same car that the CEO drives, but
Yeah,
the CEO's is newer than mine.
right.
So I don't know, man. It's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna read some comments. Let's see. Lady Gwendolyn, what is an expensive car if it's the person who's driving it, owning it, if they can't hold a decent conversation? Absolutely.
Oh
Gwendolyn, Lady
yeah,
Gwendolyn, I totally agree. Millionaires drive Hondas, just what just be you said. I agree. They drive old Lexuses, old Hondas. A car does not define who you are, Gwendolyn. That I totally agree. I
yeah.
totally agree. Yeah.
Do you remember the what was that team? The guy that owned, I think he owned the Detroit Pistons and he owned the basketball team and a hockey team. And the team that I think that the Pistons, he was the owner. I think that was him, if I remember correctly. But when they won the championship, this guy was wearing remember the old members only jacket we used to wear back in the day?
Yeah.
He had on a members only jacket, and they said he drove a 1970s pickup truck, and he never changed. And he was the owner of two different professional sports teams. So he was really keeping a low key. And if you saw that guy on TV, if you saw him out there in the street, you just thought he was an average dude, not a millionaire. And, okay, he ain't nobody, but in a way, that's the kind of that's a good way to go because people don't know who you are. Like, okay, I don't know who this dude is. He's just an average guy, man. He's just driving an old raggedy pickup truck. Leave him alone. He ain't got no money.
And he was a billionaire.
Yeah, owned two professional sports. I think it was the Detroit Pistons that he owned. I may be wrong.
A billionaire.
Yeah, and he owned a hockey team and he owned a professional basketball team.
So the moral to the story is, ladies, don't miss your blessings. Don't drive. Don't do like this. Pass your blessings because you never know. The person you look over at that's waving at you in that old van might be a billionaire.
But what if he's a dude driving a nice car and he gets out with his pants hanging below where you see his drawers? Would you still talk to him?
I was going to go to another thing, but
because I hate that, man. I really do. I hate that, man. I'm sorry, brothers, but any dudes out here, man, I hate when you walk up, man, and you see a dude's dirty drawers, man. I don't want to see that, man. I really don't. I don't care about your drawers, man. I mean, that's some. I just hate that. Period. I'm just done. I just all I got to say, man. I mean, each his own. That's their fashion statement, but you getting out of a nice car and you jump. First thing you do is jump out the car and everybody can see your drawers. Show your drawers to your woman or your boyfriend. I don't care, but I don't want to see your dirty drawers.
Absolutely not. So, okay, so ladies, are you materialistic? Just figured out. That's the other half of this. Are you materialistic? Think about it.
Do you like Gucci and Prada and Louis Vuitton?
Well, no, I mean, yeah, I mean that can mean a lot of things. I mean, but you know what? Honestly, some of the ladies on here have said it's all about the person. That's what they say until the guy pulls up on the side of them in that van. And that's everybody says that until that guy pulls up in that old pickup truck, talking about, "Hey, how you doing? What's your name?" And they get a loss of words like,
I'm grabbing me some more tequila. What did anybody say anything?
Diana said, absolutely not. I mean, I don't know. Hey, Miss Linda, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you.
But here's the question. What is materialistic though? from anybody's point of view.
Yeah,
What do they consider to be material? What do they consider to be materialistic?
What is materialistic? I
Yeah,
mean,
what do they consider?
I have my point on that, and everybody else has their opinion. I mean, definition of a materialistic. I mean, you know, if that's all you care about is something that glitz and glamour and glitz and glimmers, it's all you care about. If that's what makes your world, then that's materialistic. You know, it's stuff behind that though. What's behind that?
Yeah, is it that you just refuse to wear Levi jeans and you got to have $1,000 pair of jeans, or is it somebody's cash flow that you're dating? If their cash flow is at a certain level that you're like, okay, I'm leaving you and I'm gonna go find somebody else whose cash flow is a lot, lot more feasible for my needs. What do women think that materialistic is?
Ladies, it's nothing wrong with liking nice things.
No, it's not.
It's nothing wrong with it. You know, we all know what materialistic means, and there's nothing wrong with liking nice things and not being in love with an item or worshiping an item, because that's when it's a problem. So, I mean, we know what materialistic means. Spending all your money on things of no value. Absolutely. I am not materialistic, but I like nice things. Absolutely.
Right.
Thank you, Miss Diana. I'll ride on a bike and you'd still like me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Glenda, absolutely. To the point. Pants sagging, I'm passing. That's what Geneva said.
Thank you, Geneva. Thank you, Geneva.
I do like nice things yep. Stay in your budget, Miss Gwendolyn Porter. Absolutely. Stay in your budget. I like consignment stores, nice things. Miss Terry says, I don't care if you drive a bucket as if you treat me like a queen. I am. All righty, Miss Terry. Queen, 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 queen.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. I got a question for you. I got a question for everybody. I got a question. Now, did those opinions change as they from let's say when you was in your teens and becoming an older adult? Did those viewpoints change? Say, for instance, you're in your teens, you think one way, and you get in your 20s, you think another. You get in your 30s, you get another. Those.
I'm sure I'm sure ladies' views have changed since from the time now that they're older versus 19, 20, 21, because that's when you wanted a man riding on Dayton's and
Trues and Vogues,
or some Hammers and Vogues or 5 stars or something back in them days. You know what I'm saying? So hey. If you didn't have all that shit, then you might have been ass out of luck. But I remember them days, man. That's day. Hey, 36 cars later, brother. 36 cars later, I remember.
Riding up down Trey 8.
I'm the car nut. I remember, man. But yeah, man. I definitely know, man. Cars have gotten me a lot of things I wanted in life, and allowed me to have a lot of fun, but then they've also created different jealousies and enviness too. So cars can also create bad things too. It makes people not like you too because of what you have too, unfortunately.
Yeah. A lot of player haters out there.
Yeah.
They see you riding down the street in a nice vet, and they be like, man, there go that so and so, man, he driving that. I know a few people had paint remover thrown on their car, eggs on their cars keyed up and scratched.
I've had my cars keyed up before. Yeah, my Lexus. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it happens, man. I mean, if you play with somebody's emotions, they might play with your car, your material item. It is what it is. It's just material, but they might touch it anyway.
So, yeah. I'll tell you the worst case thing though. I remember dudes back in the day, if you worked at like Ford or Chrysler and you got hired on up there and you drove up on a lot with a car that wasn't a Ford or a Chrysler or a GM, oh man, they keyed your stuff, man.
Or with a foreign car, Japanese car.
That was the ultimate like insult, man. They was like, what you doing? They had a separate lot at some of the places way across the street that you had to park over there and then walk back over to the facility if you didn't want your car keyed. And they dared you to say something about it after you did it.
Lifestyles. Thanks. And Miss Gwendolyn says sugar in the tank. That sugar in
Oh,
the tank's deadly. That's deadly right there. That is deadly.
you know they doing that now, man.
Sugar in the tank, baby.
You know these car lots are doing that, man, to get these cars. I heard it's a trick they do. They put the sugar in the tank on a car that's not running quite right to make it kind of smooth out for about 30 days. And then it kind of locks up on you or starts to acting funny. But they already got their money and they gone. I heard that's a car dealers tricked on these used car lots, pouring some sugar down in the tank. I'm up here looking at this ladybug walking around on the ceiling up here.
That's right. That's right. That's right, Linda. Absolutely. Let's see. Let's see. What else is going on in the news before I shut it down this evening? Anything going on
R.
with
Kelly
everybody?
might be getting out soon.
R. Kelly is being represented by one of Bill Cosby's attorneys that handled his appeal or handled his case. I will say that we don't know if he's getting out, but she definitely said she likes to take cases that have a lot of flaws in them. So she's taking on the R. Kelly appeal, and we'll see what happens. And we'll be kind of piggybacking on that story again and talking about that as the thing untangles. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll definitely see what happens. Yeah, man, it's been a nice talk. It's been interesting to get my friends' opinions on what they thought about men in these old cars and the new car parked in the garage. Or hey, here's the other take on it. What if they don't have a new car parked in the garage? What if they just drive an old beater every day, but they still make good money and they just haven't decided to go get a new car yet?
Here's one better than that.
What's that?
What if they have a nice house and they don't have a car at all?
Well, home
And they have to ride the bus.
home is always first. If you got a nice home, that's everything. Home is always first, you know. So we'll see. But then that's the thing, how you gonna meet the woman then? You're not gonna meet her driving because you ain't gonna be driving. So
Maybe through a friend or at the grocery store or something.
it just varies. Yeah, that right there, we'll have to part two to that one. Diana Prince said you had too much tequila.
Hey, I'm gonna have another sip, Diana. Thank you.
Well, he didn't have to get up and go to work in the morning, Diana, so that's why I'm sipping water. I'll just be up peeing, and George will be sleeping.
Hey, this is some smooth tequila, man. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but that's some smooth stuff.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
What's
All right. So I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. It's been a really nice chat. This is Lifestyles with Eric. Opinions count with Mr. George and his tequila, a bottle of tequila.
I'm feeling good over here.
We want everybody to have a blessed, safe week. Be careful out there. Watch those crazy drivers in the morning if you got to get up and get into that rush hour traffic. Miss Gwendolyn said some people don't understand the real value of owning a house. That house can help you buy a car. Absolutely. I agree. Absolutely. Yes.
Utilize that equity.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I want everybody to have a blessed week. It's been real. I appreciate you coming in. Hit that thumbs up, share the video out. If you're not a subscriber to Lifestyles with Eric, I definitely appreciate you subscribing to my channel. We appreciate everybody's opinion on here. And Miss Linda said, as long as you respect each other, you can ride the bus. And I got his back, and he got mine. Absolutely.
She's a ride or die, huh? She's a ride or die.
And we need those more. We need more ride or die women. This is Lifestyles with Eric, and your opinion with Mr. George. And we're out. Everybody have a good week, and we'll see you soon. All right, take care. Bye bye.